Good morning. So, a quick little update here. We've been over to Mary Lou and Uli's place, and we've got an update. Stay tuned. So as you can see, we've gone out to the property, and one of the things that we realized when we went out to see Mary Lou and Uli's place, and after a brief talk with Uli and walked through their place, we realized that we're making a bit of an error. So we decided we'd go out to the property and lay it out and get a much better idea in our heads on 50 square meters. Now, the big caveat here, guys, is we have lived in 50 square meters with 2 bathrooms before and had that deck. You should have seen the other video there, and we are quite pleased with that. But I think Uli has nailed something on the head of the nail, as it were, in that they have designed a spot that they can lock up tight as a drum, okay? And if somebody were to get into the house, have a place where, you know, things can be put away, okay? I'm not worried about, you know, things like toasters, although we don't have one, but rice cookers. I'm not worried about rice cookers. I'm not worried about the bed or the mattress or any of that kind of thing. But there is other stuff that you're going to want to leave, and on top of that, a place that you know is going to stay dry, and I mean from the swings of humidity and such. We've tried various methods here, and now we're going to probably buy a small vacuum so that we can try vacuum sealing our clothes before we leave. We kind of did that, got 99% of the air out, I thought, but there was probably just enough humidity in the clothing itself before we left that was inside that bag. And even though we put silica packets in it, I lost a pair of jeans. You know, the t-shirts we were able to wash out. They had some minor molding on it, but where the pants were, ate the pocket right out of the thing and a piece of the knee. The span between beams is 15 feet. That's the goal that we want to aim for, because it's kind of the maximum reach that you want to go before you start getting into extra engineering. And we are going to do the zero protrusion beams on the inside of the house. Oh, welcome to BOGO. Must be 5 o'clock. If you remember the previous design drawings that I had done, and I threw those up on a video, we had the one span where the ensuite and come on, Ken, TV room. Okay, that span is only 10 foot 2. Now to add in another, you know, roughly 4 feet, because you have to take away some for the wall, because we don't want to change the size of the TV room, and we don't want to move the ensuite. It's up against the bedroom, and the bedroom's going to have a view. We decided the best course of action here is actually to move the powder room that was up against the kitchen, which will then make the living room feel much bigger. Even though we're going to live outside probably more than inside, there'll be times, right? Weather does happen here, even though it's not minus 40 and minus 20. So we will move that powder in behind the TV room, and because that will be 15 feet wide, and that's awfully large for a powder room, and the depth will be 4'6". There'll be room enough for, you know, the sink. We'll put a 3-foot sink in there, and the toilet elongated, man style. The bits have to hang somewhere, and then the laundry machine, because we will buy a front end loading laundry machine. No internal dryer. We've looked at them. No, we just won't do it. We'll hang the clothes outside. And with that, then we will get about a 5-foot space, maybe 6 feet, where we can have just general storage. And so we could lock up that back bathroom tight as a drum without too much difficulty. And you know, guys, we all know if a criminal wants to go in, he's gonna go in. We're only trying to keep the honest people honest, right? I mean, isn't that the goal? I mean, that's why we put fences up, just to keep the honest people honest. So anyway, in the video you can see here, Lynn's laying out the stuff, and I'm just the labor here to, you know, put the stakes in and carry the groceries and all that sort of thing. So what we did was we found the corner of where we want to put the garage, and that's the one that Lynn is bending over right now. And from that, because we want the garage and the septic tank built this year, so that when we get back in October, we can be there for every step of the way when it comes to the building of the house. We will have the outdoor CRs, so we will have that all next year, and so then we won't, you know, put as much pressure on the builder, because I want to be there every step of the way, you know, as it were, and as it is. So I think right now we're just kind of walking through the spacing of the house. We are building a very small house, guys. The bedroom here is sacrificing space for a walk-in closet, because quite honestly, when you're trying to cool your bedroom, let's keep it as small as possible. That's my goal. Walk-in closet solves all the need for dressers and all that stuff, which just take up a ton of space. And so yeah, the bedroom is going to be quite small, but it's there to sleep. So that's it. The living room now will be a 15 by 12 size with the kitchen built in, but then the kitchen now will look straight out to the ocean rather than to the side. And so everything out the front of the house will be about the view. And as you can see from where the car's parked there, that, you know, once we get that clump of trees, it's just to the right of that tape that we laid down there, we'll have a fairly decent view. And this is the start of the garage where I'm taking the video here. If we were to move way ahead to the edge of that concrete wall, that's the edge of our deck, and 6 feet back is 8 feet back is the end of the deck. So there we go. Enjoy your day.